Welcome to Lead Your Life. My name is Benjamin Quentua, and today I'll be sharing with you on how to make your life work. Paul the Apostle said in Philippians chapter 4 and verse 13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Every time I look at this holy writ and try to meditate on it, to juice out some revelations from this word of God, I've discovered that in it is encapsulated a lot of hidden words that is used that can transform your life to be all that you're designed to be. If you want to make your life work, the first thing you have to develop within you is the I can spirit. In other words, you've got to want that success hard enough. Your desire must be strong enough to be able to reach out. Get yourself into that thing. Hang in there until it begins to work. But now, I want us to critically analyze that word or that sentence. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Because of my religious bias, I want you to know that I believe strongly that except the Lord builds a house, the labor in vain that builds it. So Paul first starts by ascribing his source, that it depends on God to give him the strength and the willpower to be able to achieve and become all that he's been designed to do. But there is also something for you and I to be able to do. In other words, your life is your responsibility. He starts by saying I. In other words, I must own the vision. God cannot be more involved in your business than you are involved in the same. In other words, it's your dream, and so you've got to own it. There must be a sense of ownership. There must be that drive, that want to say, this is what I want to become, this is what I want to do. So he says, I. In other words, I'm not going to relinquish what I should do to someone else. I'm not going to delegate what it is my responsibility to do to someone else. Then he uses the second word, can. I, ownership. Can talks about faith. You cannot achieve much if you don't have confidence in the ability of that thing to work. So he says, I can. In other words, I believe, I trust that I can make my life work. So now he says, I can do. The third word do here symbolizes action. It means that things only work for workers. There is something for you to do. Life requires that you participate and that you get committed in your own quest for success. Then he says all things. I, ownership, can, an expression of my faith. Do, talking about action. All things here talks about potential. In other words, because of my faith, I have unlimited potentials. I can be anything I want to be. I can be wherever I want to go. Be. I can be go wherever I want to go and do all things because there is somebody in me, energizing me, causing me both to will and to do of his good pleasure. So all things talk about potential principle. Then he says through Christ. In other words, there must be a source. I am connected to a source. It is not my ability, but a greater ability working from the inside out. He now says, who strengthens me? In other words, my source determines the empowerment I receive. And so, I will challenge you to say that with me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Till I come your way again, remember that your life is your responsibility. It is a vehicle that requires that you take the driver's seat. Bye for now.